Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on February 7, 2023. Elon Musk slammed for amplifying fake story about hundreds of NATO trainers dying in Ukraine. Ukraine, medic Katerina tells of mercy trips to help wounded. BBC, Russian army officer says he saw Ukrainian POWs tortured. Trump porn star payment, a zombie case that wouldn't die, ex-prosecutor says in book. The Guardian, Trump ball of wax racketeering case too big for local NY prosecutor resources, Pomerantz. MSNBC, Manhattan DA was weeks away from charging Trump at end of 2020, book. Business Insider, ex-prosecutor accuses Manhattan DA of botching Trump investigation. CNN, ex-Manhattan prosecutor describes internal clash over charging Trump. Families buried in concrete, villages destroyed. This is the morning, doomsday, came to Turkey and Syria. The Independent, watch, Syrian boy Ahmed found alive under concrete pile in earthquake rubble. The Telegraph, 4 Palestine refugee children in Syria among those perished in massive earthquake. N.A.R., Syrian Arab Republic. Relief Web, Syrian toddler pulled from rubble of her home after earthquake shatters her family. Evening Standard, drone footage shows rescuers dig through mountain of rubble in northern Syria. Kim Jong-un reappears in public on eve of military parade, ordering North Korea to prepare for war. Ohio crews release toxic chemicals from derailed train. Chile firefighters battle blazes amid warning that wildfires could get worse. The Guardian, Chile's president urges unity amid battle to contain fatal fires. Al Jazeera English, at least 24 dead as wildfires sweep through Chile. Evening Standard, more than 20 dead in Chile as dozens of wildfires spread. France 24 English, February 5, 2023. Argentinian rugby players sentenced to life in prison over teen's murder. The Guardian, live, relatives and lawyers of Fernando Baez give speech after rugby player's sentence. The Independent, Argentina rugby players sentenced in high-profile beating death. Al Jazeera English, watch again, 8 Argentina rugby players hear sentence in trial for Fernando Baez's murder. The Independent, live, 8 Argentina rugby players hear sentence in trial for Fernando Baez's murder. South Africa's power cuts hit vineyards, no power, no Pinot. BBC, blackouts may cost South Africa $51 million a day, central bank says. Bloomberg, South Africa nears an ignoble record, 100 days of blackouts. Bloomberg, Nick Headley, the collapse of South Africa's key infrastructure, in numbers, business. News 24, the electricity debate, we must stop smearing each oath. Simpsons censored in Hong Kong for mentioning China, labor camps. The Guardian, Disney removes Simpsons forced labor episode in Hong Kong. BBC, Disney's Hong Kong service drops The Simpsons episode with forced labor reference. The Independent, Hong Kong Simpsons fans can't watch China episode. The Times, Disney cuts Simpsons episode in Hong Kong over reference to forced labor camps in China. Israeli forces say several armed Palestinians killed in Jericho raid. George Santos, latest news. Republicans' office vandalized as congressman's latest lies revealed. The Independent, former aide accuses Republican George Santos of sexual misconduct. BBC, lying congressman George Santos accused of groping aide. The Times, George Santos' latest resume lie. He produced Spider-Man on Broadway. The Independent, scandal hit Republican Congressman George Santos asked if aide was on Grindr. Woman declared dead at New York care center found breathing at funeral home. Sky News, woman found alive at funeral home after being pronounced dead at nursing facility. NBC News, dead woman found breathing at New York funeral home. RTE.IE, woman at Long Island funeral home discovered breathing after being pronounced dead. UN chief fears world sleepwalking into wider war, as North Korea steps up preparedness. Chinese balloon looms large over Biden's State of the Union speech. BBC, Joe Biden to revive plan for billionaire tax in State of the Union address. Financial Times, who is attending this year's State of the Union address. The Independent, why this year's State of the Union address will be so different. The Independent, how the economy is doing ahead of Biden's STOU address. White House explains what the Chinese spy balloon was watching. The Independent, suspected Chinese spy balloon was 200 feet tall, U.S. defense official. BBC, Chinese balloon, what investigators might learn from the debris. BBC, the punctured hopes for a US-China reset. Financial Times, seen any other spy balloons lately? WSJ. Turkey earthquake, survivors in streets as rain hampers rescue. BBC, devastation in Turkey live, deadly earthquake kills thousands in Turkey. English News Live, WION. WION, quake shatters cities built in a hurry during economic boom. The Times, The Guardian view on the Turkish-Syrian earthquake, tragedy on tragedy. The Guardian, opinion, a doctor and family rush to safety in their pajamas on the snowy streets. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.